Hi everybody, today we're going to be doing field level security. So quick short videos, let's jump right in. Let's go into our settings. So for field level security, keep in mind that even if the user has the permissions to view the field or the object, field level security will give us the access to restrict or hide that field to that specific profile. So with that said, we can go and change it two ways. We can go into our profiles, or we can go into our object level, which is the object that we actually want to go ahead and change with. So this is a new org, so I will click on object as well, and I will open accounts so that we can actually make sure that we can see everything and nothing's kind of already changed around in our layout. So over here we have, they both seem basically the same, yeah. Okay, so we can see everything, right? Between the two, we can see, we can see everything either way. We can click, turn that off. Details, and we can see everything. Okay, perfect. So to go into it, for the profile level, let's assume we're working with the standard user. Well, I'm an administrator. Let's say I'm working with admin. Just to keep it simple, that way we don't have to log into anybody else, just so we can go ahead and see. Okay. First things first, let's find field level security. You'll see it over here. And because we're working with accounts, we'd go ahead and click on the accounts. And this will give us all the fields for that account. You can notice here that we have a lot of accesses. So let's say we want to restrict a specific field. We want to restrict annual revenue. For annual revenue to restrict it, we will go ahead and we will actually edit it and we will turn it off. So let's say, okay, first things first, in order to have edit access, you do need read access, right? So if we have both, you can't just have edit access, you need the read access. It's just, it's the understanding of it. But let's go ahead and we would deselect that. But before I do a save on that, let me go ahead and actually open the object level and go into accounts. Fields and relationships is where we will find our fields that we're going to be working with. Annual revenue is what we're going to be dealing with, and let's click on field level security at the top. And here we'll notice that we have access read-only and administration. So we can go ahead and we'll just leave it at that. And we are changing it on our profile side, so that way we can kind of cross-reference that everything has changed. So if we go ahead and refresh over here, we'll see that everything should be deselected under system admin. There we go. Under system admin, everything has been deselected. Now, also keep in mind that it's the same idea here, right? To have read-only, you need visibility. So it's the same mentality in this sake. So if we go ahead and refresh, and we click on details, we notice that the field is actually gone now. So that's one neat way of actually getting rid of it, restricting certain profile from actually seeing it, and that would be one of the paths. But keep in mind that because I'm in administration, let's say, right, and let's assume for this demo sake purpose, I didn't want to save that. I wanted to edit, so let's go back, field level security. I want read access only. For my sake, let's say it's read access only. We'd go ahead and we'd save that. Now, should see the values now again, the revenue under our field. So we'll click, and we'll be able to actually go ahead and change it as well. So let's say we want to put something. We'll go ahead and change it. Boom, it's changed, right? Now let's assume you had a different profile. The reason we were actually able to change, we shouldn't have been able to change. We should have just had read access only, right? But because we're in my administration profile, if we check, it will give us a specific option where we can go ahead and we can edit read-only profile. Right, so we can go ahead and edit it. Now, the problem is some profiles won't allow you to change this. So for example, let's say if I want to go edit, right? If I want to go edit. So there's a lot of stuff that we can't go ahead and change, and that would be one of them, right? Read only, read only. We won't be able to change it. So that's, to go around this, we basically go ahead and cancel that because we're not able to change standards. So we go ahead and we just clone it. So let's say we call this system administration 2. That way we have a good idea what we're kind of working with, you know, and we can work with that. So we're now under system administration 2. Okay. If I go ahead and I clone this, right? Sorry, not clone it, my apologies, edit. If we go ahead and edit, read only, you notice I'll be able to actually deselect it now. And if I do deselect it and I save, keep in mind now that that section is deselected, so we won't be able to edit read-only fields anymore, right? So if we go back, obviously I don't have that, you know, I don't have that specific permission, but if we go to users, let's say, right, and we give that profile to a specific user, let's say user 2.0, and we give that profile to a different user, right? This user now will have no access to edit this particular field because of the permission set. So if we go ahead and we set, you know, read only and we don't have edit access, then that's where, you know, the whole idea would kind of come in. So if you want to kind of restrict, right, specific editability for some profiles, what you would have to do is you would pretty much clone it, clone the profile, and then you would go ahead and deselect that particular area. Hopefully this video helped you out, and cheers.